Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode of Bo's Slow English. In today's episode, I'm going to speak slowly and I will talk about cars. One of my subscribers requested for me to talk about this topic. They did not specify what they would like for me to discuss about cars. So I'm just going to talk about cars, whatever I know about it. Before we get started, I have a few things to discuss with you. First, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Bo, and I am your new favorite English teacher, coach, mentor, friend. And I usually speak slowly like this so that my students who are newer to English can understand. Feel free to read the caption at the top with me, or if you would like to listen to me say one sentence and then pause the video, and then you try to repeat it with a similar tone as me, then that will help you with your speaking skills as well as your listening skills. I really want to help you to feel confident in your English skills. I want you to go from shy to confident within 6 months, 8 months. The amount of time it will take for you to feel confident will depend on you, and it will depend on me. That is why I film, edit, and post videos every day, pretty much every day. So we need to count on each other to make sure that we accomplish your goals. Do you know the term count on each other? Or you can say, you can count on me and I can count on you. It means that we depend on each other, or we rely on each other, and you and I both have responsibilities to make sure that goals are met. And there are 2 big announcements, and these announcements will definitely help you to meet your goals. Number 1, I finished an ebook, and I'll put the link below. I offer a free version and a paid version. The book is about phrasal verbs. If you want to sound like a native English speaker, you absolutely 100% have to know phrasal verbs. An example of phrasal verbs is I am logging in to my email. To log in. That is a phrasal verb. What that means is I'm using a verb and I'm turning it into a common phrase that can be used within a sentence. Another example of a phrasal verb is I am checking in to my appointment. To check in. These are very important everyday phrasal verbs, and if you would like to just test out my book, download the free version. But if you would like to fast track or learn quickly, then you should consider purchasing the book, and I am offering a $5 discount for the first 50 customers. For the paid version of the ebook, I have a private YouTube video that is specifically for the full Workbook, and I will speak all of the mini conversations, and I will say all of the 90 phrasal verbs so that you know how to correctly pronounce it. More exciting news. I just announced that I am offering an 8-week speaking course. It will start on June 1st, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am in California, so if you are interested in speaking with me and having conversations with possibly 5 other people who are at the same level as you, then check your local time to make sure that you are able to attend the classes starting Sunday, June 1st at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I will post a link below for the waitlist. So in order for you to receive the link to sign up for the course, you have to first sign up on the waitlist. I know that when I was learning French and when I was brushing up on Korean, which means I'm relearning Korean, my struggles were that I didn't have anyone to speak to. And although I enjoyed working in a classroom setting and I enjoyed having a tutor, I preferred to have casual conversations with small groups. So my course will not have any books, no books, just speaking. So this is a very unique opportunity, and I hope you consider it. If you are interested in learning with me, but you are not ready for the course, then you can consider joining my YouTube membership, where I post community membership posts and short lessons. I'm very, very grateful for all of my members. Shout out to all of my members. Thank you for believing in me. I sincerely appreciate you. All right, before we start talking about cars, please like this video and subscribe to my channel so we can be friends. In America, especially where I live in Los Angeles, there are many, many cars, and there are many makes and models of cars. A make of a car is the brand name, such as Toyota, Lexus, BMW, Alfa Romeo, Volvo, Mercedes, Aston Martin. Model is the style name of the car, such as the Toyota Land Cruiser or Volvo XC90. So if you are ever asked, what is the make and model of your car? You start with the brand name, Toyota, and the model, Camry. Now let's talk about the exterior car parts that are widely known. Exterior is outside. When I say widely known, it means everyone knows these words. Tires. Have you ever needed to change your own tire? In America, and probably a lot of parts in the world, we can call a company called AAA It's AAA, and they will come and change your tires for you if you have a flat tire. Headlights. Headlights are on the front of the car. It allows you to see because it's your light. Everyone needs to turn their headlights on at night. A lot of the newer cars turn on the headlights automatically, so you do not need to manually turn on the headlights yourself. Trunk. The trunk is the storage space usually in the back of the car. However, if you have a Tesla, the trunk is in the front, and they call it a frunk, I think, which is front and trunk put together. I really don't like the sound of that word, frunk. How about you? Windshield. The windshield is the front glass panel that protects you from any external, which is outside debris, which is like dirt and rocks. And sometimes if you are driving on the freeway and a rock hits your car, you might get a crack in the windshield, and those are really annoying to repair. Side mirrors. Side mirrors are on either side of the car. The mirrors are adjustable, usually with a button, and it tilts up and down and side to side. It allows you to see the oncoming traffic behind you. License plate. The license plate is usually found in the front and the back of the car. In California, it is illegal to not have a license plate on the front. However, a lot of people prefer to take the front license plate off because it aesthetically looks cleaner. Aesthetically means the look of it is more minimal, and some people prefer that. So those people are willing to take the risk of getting a ticket from the police because they much prefer the way their car looks without the front license plate. Bumper. Bumper is on the front and the back of the car as well. It is usually right under the license plate, and the bumper is a protection in case any car hits you or taps your car. Hitting is like boom, but tapping is like tap. So bumpers tend to get scratched up easily, but that's what they're for. Now let's talk about the interior car parts. Interior is the inside. First, we have the steering wheel. Steering wheel allows you to turn right or turn left. Dashboard is behind the steering wheel, and it tells you how fast you're going, which is called the odometer. It will also tell you how much gas or electricity you have if you have an electric car. And it will also say maybe the time. Every car's dashboard is a little bit different. My dashboard also shows the map. Seatbelt. Seatbelt goes across your chest in a diagonal motion. The seatbelt has a buckle that clicks in, and it keeps you safe in case you get into an accident. Air conditioning, aka or also known as AC. The air conditioning unit is important for hot summer days, and then of course there's a heater, and the heater keeps you warm during cold winter nights. Below, we have the gas pedal, the brake pedal, and if you drive a manual, then we have the clutch. And a lot of cars in America are starting to become only automatic instead of manual because it is safer. Rear view mirror, that's the mirror up here, which allows you to see the rear of the car, which is the back of the car. A rear view mirror is adjustable, just like the side mirrors are adjustable. You can tilt it up, down, side to side. Anytime I get into my car, after my husband drove my car, I always have to adjust the mirror lower because I'm shorter. Gear shift is to the middle of the car, and it allows you to take the car from drive to reverse to park. And if you're driving a manual, it allows you to go reverse, first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, and maybe sixth gear. I drive, luckily, only about 5 to 6 minutes from my house to my work. So I only encounter, which means come across, which means see, only 2 traffic lights, not too many, but because there are a lot of stop signs and a lot of oncoming traffic, it sometimes takes me 10 minutes to get to work, especially because in the morning during rush hour, when everyone is trying to get to work, people have something called road rage. Road rage is when someone is extremely angry because they want to get to their final destination very quickly, and they get upset or angry when somebody is in the way, or if they think someone did something wrong. So they might honk at the driver in front of them to tell them, move out of the way. Move out of the way. I currently drive an electric vehicle, and I charge my car once a week. Because I don't have to drive far to work, I only have to charge once a week, but I have friends who drive further, and they have to charge their car more often. However, their work offers an electric charger, luckily. On the other hand, my husband drives a car that requires gas. Gas is very expensive in California, so we try not to drive too much. Plus, it's bad for the environment when you drive a lot, and one tank of gas costs at least $50 to $60. Maybe it even could cost $90. I'm not sure because I don't drive a gas car, but it's very expensive. And when I charge my electric car, if my battery is very low, in order for me to charge it fully, it costs maybe $15, $20. Not bad, right? With gas cars, you have to make sure that you get an oil change. Most of the time, if you are purchasing or leasing a new car, oil changes are included with your contract. Also, if you are leasing a car, you are returning the car after the contract is up. When I say up, I mean finished. And then you can trade your car for another car. And normally, when you lease a car, you are always under warranty. However, if you lease a car, you have to be mindful, or you have to always remember that when you sign the contract, it says that every year you can only drive a certain number of miles. So it's important to not take really long road trips often, because when you return the car or return the lease, if you are above your miles, then you have to pay a penalty. My husband and I have a car wash guy or car wash person come to our house maybe once a month or once every 3 weeks, and he does the exterior washing and he will vacuum inside the car. We really like this guy because he is responsible, very prompt, which means on time. He is friendly, and we trust him with our car. Most new cars these days will alert the driver if the pressure in the tire is low. And if the pressure is low, or if you need to put air in the tires, then you could go to a gas station and pay maybe $1 to put air in your tires. I usually take my car to the dealership and they can handle it for me. I would love to know, do you drive in your country? What kind of car do you have? Do you have an electric or gas car? Or do you have a hybrid car, which is half gas and half electric? Whoever requested this video all about cars, I hope this was helpful. It is a very broad explanation about cars, but hopefully you learned some new vocabulary. Comment to let me know what other topics you would like for me to discuss, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for supporting me. Bye!